What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk, Dima on Cover Music. So as you know, I have been posting Boyce Watkins videos as he stalks Kevin Samuels daily. Stop the show. Not every other day. Daily! Boyce Watkins is talking about Kevin Samuels daily. Stop the show. The reason why is nobody cares about Boyce Watkins' financial advice. Can I get a ooh sound effect? So why Boyce Watkins struggle streams on StreamYard every day with no thumbnails, just, having a really ghetto YouTube channel for a guy who wants to be a social media influencer who doesn't take the business that serious. Boyce Watkins operates from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram, all in the good faith of hating on Kevin Samuels. Now, to be fair, Kevin does not respond to Boyce Watkins, as Boyce Watkins is a passive-aggressive detractor. But today he had his wife on, and Dr. Alicia Watkins, and he mentioned that in the beginning of the stream that he thought that Alicia Watkins she wouldn't accept the last name of his because she was a professor, and she has a PhD in social work. Can I get a sound effect? Aww. I mean, what does a PhD in social work make? I don't know, $30, $40 a year? Yeah, so he then says all the beautiful black women in the chat, press one, that are educated, and, some of you guys are just intimidated by these educated sisters. Stop the show. Nobody, Boyce, is intimidated by anybody with a PhD in social work. These are some of the most probably unemployed people that were affected by coronavirus. I would rather be a construction driver or a construction foreman or a truck driver than have a PhD in social work. No black man is intimidated by women that have degrees like that. I mean, not to hate on her or anything. There's just like maybe a PhD and maybe biochemistry, microbiology, chemical engineering. Okay, social works. Stop the cap. Sound effect, please.
Stop the cap.
So anyways, he goes on and he talks about this particular poll, right? And Brother Keith sent me this screenshot of this poll that Dr. Boyce Watkins has, and Keith says, "Day music!" O'Shea is doing his research on Kevin Samuels. Screenshot on link below, and yes, the rest in the comment section. Give Brother Keith a round of applause. Now, this deals with a poll that he put up on Instagram, which pretty much asks, does Kevin Samuels criticize men as much as women? Now, Boyce Watkins is doing his research, which is funny because he can't research how to make thumbnails. He can't research how to edit videos. Only thing he understands is how to struggle stream. A man with a platform like his, all of his platforms look very ghetto. He doesn't care about his presentation on YouTube. He doesn't research that. How can he have better thumbnails? How can he have better production? No, Boyce is spending his time putting together the Struggle Stream Network, and he's looking at things that don't help him in the business at all, which is what Kevin Samuels is doing. Somebody who is doing well in the business. Now, stop the show, Boyce. If you really want to do a little bit better on YouTube, which you're on here all the time, you might as well take it serious, which you don't. And we can tell that by your platform and the way you run it, like you don't know what you're doing on the network.
What the hell? No way!
Maybe if you had put some effort into it, you would make more money, which you don't because you're just ghetto streaming all the time. But anyways, he wants to know, does Kevin Samuels criticize men as much as women? Now look at this poll. 14% he criticizes men more at the time. He criticizes women more, and men and women equally. Now, research that Dr. Boyce Watkins found, Boyce Watkins PhD, again, can't research how to do a thumbnail.
No way!
Which is very easy to accomplish, but he can't do that because he's worried about people who are good in the business. He's shocked by these poll numbers that Kevin criticizes men and women equally. Now, he does make a really good point that Kevin didn't get as popular until he started criticizing, women a little bit more, which is true, right? That I can't denounce that. But the fact is that I remember when Kevin Samuels came into black YouTube because I was the first interview that gave him to him. So I understand what he was trying to do. Kevin Samuels is harsh on the male community more so than women. I'm going to take you back to that. Remember the controversial stream, for those that really been following Kevin Samuels, about Kevin talked about black men that had dreads and why they should cut them and it was unprofessional. Oh, you guys don't remember that dust up, do you? You know, black men and their image and, you know, stuff like that. Oh, it was a real big problem about how like a lot of black men are lazy. Oh, you guys didn't remember that, huh? Guys hated Kevin Samuels for that. All right. The fact of the matter is that Kevin is a very harsh person. He's blunt and honest. All right. And many folks can't take that in the community. The thing about it is that, you know, if you're harsh to women, it's a problem. And now Boyce Watkins said, you know, he notices that Kevin Samuels in every photo that he puts up on his content or thumbnail, which is something that Boyce Watkins doesn't do at all, even though he has a PhD, but it's always a black woman. Well, Boyce, I mean, you are a PhD. Would that be because Kevin Samuels is trying to reach a black audience and he's dealing with a black audience primarily? Wouldn't that make sense? Yeah, that would make sense because that's his niche specificity, right? Just like you said that you're B1, and we definitely know that you're B1 because everybody who says they're B1 has struggled thumbnails. Like, it's like B1 is like, you know, T none, like no thumbnails. That's what you guys do. Like almost everybody who's like be like the struggle stream network. That's what you guys do. But you don't have thumbnails. But I know, I'm sorry, boys. I'm just joking with you. Okay. It's true that you're really struggling, but let's get back to that. He has a niche specific audience. You have the black business school, don't you? Do you have any white people? Well, you did have the Asian guy who was telling you what to do to get more money from blacks, right, boys? But we'll leave that alone. You know, that scandal. Boys, we'll leave it alone. But you understand what I'm saying, right? He's trying to reach a black audience. So he talks about black issues because it was a void in the market that you couldn't capitalize on because, you know, you tell people what they want to hear, especially women. So this is why he uses black women in the thumbnails. He's not talking to white women. If they come onto a show, he will talk to them, but he doesn't care about really what's going on in the white community because he cares about what's going on in the black community. Similar to me, I don't care about what's going on outside of the community. I deal with African-American issues or black community issues, whether it's Pan-African or not, here. So that's what it is, okay? And you have a problem with that because primarily you know, guys like you and Roland Martin, you don't understand the business as much. You guys are trying to sell products and things like that, but you know, you guys have been on the platform, you don't take the business serious. So you come across a guy who takes the business serious, and now you're talking about the guy who takes the business more serious than both of you combined, and he does better than the both of you combined, and then you're trying to figure out why is everybody talking about this guy? Because he takes the business serious, and you don't. You're just looking at this as the cash grab. You don't really, like, you're not looking to offer any real value in this. You just put together, you throw up anything on your channel, hoping that somebody would click on it and watch it. And, you know, nobody takes it that serious. So this is why you're talking about somebody who does take effort in caring what they're doing. And people do take it serious. This is the reason why. And a lot of this, you know, you hating on him is just because you're just not, because you mentioned on your channel, you know, people who are hating on you are typically you're doing better than they are. That's interesting because Kevin Samuels is definitely doing better than you. He never mentions you or talks about you or the Struggle Stream Network or the B1, which is thumbnail none. You have none of them. Struggle streaming is what you do. You're very good at that. You know, don't care about your sound, don't care about your editing, don't care about anything. You're just, you know, I mean, if your channel was like a neighborhood in Chicago, it'd be like O-Block, right? Like, this is what you do. I'm not hating on you, bro. I'm just telling the truth. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.